I just took a second entry short high probability setup. You can see we bounce off the EMA with a very strong bearish signal bar. Okay traders, we got the scalp. This is a new low first entry short. We first triggered below this bearish bar. We reversed up and reversed back into second entry short. So there's a second entry short. And what is the structure? Well, you can see the structure is mainly trend range because we're going sideways. So I'm just going to follow short-term trends. Okay, we have a downtrend, break new low, uptrend, break new high, followed by push below EMA indicating bearish reversal, and we have a downtrend that needs new low tested. Actually, we have a downtrend still in play, so this is second entry short of the channel and of the EMA like this. Stop loss goes one tick above the single bar, but we don't have to be worried about this. In this case, I scalped 2.5 points and now leaving a few contracts as a runner in case there's going to be a major move down. Right traders, I'm gonna tighten the runner to 11.5 points, and we got the runner profit. Traders, welcome back to another price action trading lesson. We're looking at S&P 500 and many futures. Today market started with bullish trend working higher. This is the first major leg working higher. We have a correction, and you can see how sellers are attempting to test the new extreme one more time, and they're failing. In fact, you can see we managed to break above EMA, and there was a decent high-low confirmation trade to test the new high. Market opened, and we reached new high. So this uptrend played out. Market pushed higher a little bit, but shortly after, we actually have nice, decent reversal to the downside. So what I have to do as a price action trader, because I never want to have these candles on a chart without a channel, without a pattern, I'm going to start at the very beginning of the downtrend, connect the swings, and I'm going to draw downtrend working lower like this. Okay, so this gives me bias. This gives me direction. We have uptrend, break new high, following trend line rule. Downtrend is working lower. So right now, what I'm thinking about is a second entry short at the exponential moving average. Okay, I want to see prices correct to the key entry point. We already have a small break new extreme. We can see that the break is so far from the EMA and it's very tiny. A lot of times, even though there's a break in new low, market wants to see the big break technical new low tested one more time. Okay, this actually happens a lot. We talked about this quite often because the break is so insignificant, it still looks seamless. Okay, especially on a higher time frame, there is no break. This is why market wants to see the real correction to the EMA. And if the EMA is going to hold, you can still expect new low to be tested. You actually have a second entry short here. Now, a lot of times what we like, if we want to keep selling after small break new low, is to have at least break a new high. Okay, I didn't take this trade because it's a little bit more aggressive since you have a small break new low and the uptrend doesn't have new high. But the break is so tiny, new low first entry short, second entry short, there's definitely reason to take it. So more advanced trader, a little bit more aggressive trader can consider. It's not a bad trade because EMA held once, twice, and the downtrend going to trend line rule needs that new low. Okay, market tested a new extreme. Okay, so now we have even the big break pushed to new low. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause looking to go short. Okay, because the trend line rule says that after new extreme, there can be new market cycle. We have another second entry short, but I cannot take it. We're not pattern traders. The pattern alone doesn't mean anything. Market continued trending lower. I was maybe thinking about potential spike and a channel pattern, but we actually have price action breaking higher. So right now this is telling me, okay, there is no point in thinking about bigger pattern. Let's just focus on the recent structure. Okay, you have a new low first entry short, second entry short failure. You actually felt second entry short, but this single bar is so neutral. For this reason, I skipped it. And it's not a bad trade if you have some stronger bar because downtrend played out. Low so you're going to reset the count. First attempt to sell, failure push above EMA, reversal pattern right here. Actually, not a terrible trade once again, a little bit more aggressive, but the single bar is so weak. I'm not really a big fan of this, but if you took it, I can see why. Work for a scalp. Okay, we expect new high to be tested for this uptrend now. The new high, first entry long, second entry long, but we have congestion, bad signal bar. We need high low confirmation trade. We cannot get it. Okay, and now we have uptrend break attempt to test the new high once, twice, and it fails. Okay, and we have actually triple test, reversal build the EMA. So at this point, are you expecting new high? You're not. Okay, the bigger pattern was the bearish push down. Uptrend attempted to test the new high many times, and it's such a clear rejection. Attempt is considered enough. So right now what you're going to do is you're going to forget about new high and you're going to adapt. Okay, you have a lower high below the EMA. This lower high actually would be really nice if it formed closer to the EMA. Okay, because you have triple test, massive spike below EMA indicating very strong selling pressure. Okay, uptrend played out. So if this lower high was a little bit closer to the EMA, it would be actually a nice high probability setup, but there's still a gap. You know, I cannot take it. Let's just be patient here. Okay, breaking low. Even this downtrend played out. Okay. Right now, we are breaking new high, but market is not reversing down. In fact, we keep trending higher and we keep trending higher. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a wider channel. The reason why I'm using this channel and I'm cutting the second swing here, because if I'm going to use channel like this, not cutting the swing, you can see the channel is extremely broad. It doesn't represent price action well. There's so much empty room. So this is why I'm allowed to cut the corner here. It can happen sometimes, especially if it's at the very beginning of the channel. Important thing is to get confirmation here and here. Market geometry is looking great. So right now, once again, I am thinking about buying. Okay, price action trading is about identifying these channels, following the trend line rule, or if you're in a trend range, identifying trend range. So right now I have a bullish trend working higher. I'm thinking about long trade, but I have to draw a short-term correction. So we have second entry long, not even here. Okay, second entry long here, but the downtrend is in play. I need high-low confirmation trade. Can I get it? No trigger above this bar. 2 legs down, and now we have pushed to a new extreme. It's unfortunate. This is such a clear two-legged pullback. Market moves in pairs of twos with 2 legs down. Uptrend, two-legged correction. You're looking for a lower high confirmation trade right here to test the new high, and uptrend played out. Uptrend played out. So I'm just gonna be patient. Okay, market is reversing down. You have some decent short trade here, but problem is it's not part of the downtrend. You already have a one leg break, second leg down. So we need something stronger. Okay. There was massive spike in volatility, bottom drop, but it gives you bearish bias. You are still thinking about selling. You want EMA to be holding. Now I'm going to zoom out. I can see that the big bias is basically consolidation. Okay, we are in a trend range. Big bias is neutral. So what I'm going to do is just follow these short-term to medium channels, and I'm going to follow the trend line rule. Okay, key levels are inconsistent. They're not really going to help me that much. So I just focus right now on the short-term channel, which is the bearish trend. New low for a century short. I want to see EMA holding so I can sell. Well, we broke above EMA and this is not good. Okay, I need to see now lower high below EMA. Can I get it? No, we're so far from the EMA. Breaking new low, downtrend played out. So this is unfortunate. No great trade. We actually have also my break here, but I believe we have a new low. First entry short, a little pullback. Looks like second entry short triggered below this bar. So this could be double trap. If this is double trap, because I'm not fully sure if it first triggered lower and then up, or we first traded up and then down. If this is a double trap, this is actually a nice trade. Locally, even though downtrend played out, it's such a broad pullback. EMA keeps holding, great bar. I'm gonna mark it. It's a decent trade enough. Visual second entry. Okay. New low first entry short market is reversing. I'm gonna adapt to a new uptrend. And I'm gonna go long if I'm gonna get a second entry long at the EMA to test the new high. First entry long and already new high, so no second entry long. Never mind, I'm not gonna argue with the market. You can see trends pivot quickly. Very common in a structure where big bias is neutral. Okay, in big trend range like this, even though you may wonder, hold on, there are no static key levels. Yes, but this is still consolidation. Okay, this is still trend range. Okay, the net result of this price action is basically zero. So this is still consolidation. So you expect trends to pivot quickly. Some consolidations have very static key levels. Some consolidations are all over the place. You have a pullback. You have a tiny overshoot. This one I'm not gonna take a little high, but I will take second entry short because I need right now to follow this push down. And we actually had a new low first entry short, pullback, second entry short. You saw me taking this trade. I actually like this trade. It's off the EMA, off the trend line. Great tail at the top, indicating nice bearish reversal. This is a nice second entry short. Also, the trend is so short term, it doesn't even look like an overshoot. You can see it still looks like a trend working lower. You have downtrend working lower, but I'm gonna widen the channel here because you can't even touch the EMA and it still looks seamless, and I still get the second confirmation right here. Okay, I do have overshoot now, Second entry short, very broad, which is good, indicating that sellers are strong, but the signal bar is fairly weak. Can I get lower high below EMA? Okay, we actually have a great lower high, triple test too, but the signal bar is extremely weak. This is a great setup if I have stronger bearish bar. Okay, lower high, rejection of the EMA, key level, downtrend is new low, it's confirming the wider channel. This would be great trade, and you can't even use double bar entry because by the time you get this bar, you're selling almost into new lows. So great context, but you can't really take it, and you have second entry short right here. You can see there's a reason to price movement. If you use the counting technique and the channels, you can see why price action does what it does. Okay, we have some small correction right here. You have a setup that work again, but this late in the day, I wouldn't go short. It's actually a double trap, but you know, downtrend just played out even our wider one. Correction looks like still in play. You know, this late in the day, you need something stronger. And unfortunately, we didn't get any clear price action to finish the day because now it's too late. Right, so this is the overall structure for today. You can see price action was fairly slow, not as many trades. There are a few decent trades, a couple aggressive ones. You can make a case for more aggressive trades for sure. For example, you can consider buying the bottom here, 2 legs down. You can consider selling visual field second entry longs, but they're more advanced, more aggressive trades. Good thing is they weren't really traps, so that's always nice. But fairly lackluster price action. It was neutral for the most part. Only here basically we had some decent downtrend working lower. It's a shame this lower high wasn't better bar. This would be such a great trade to finish the day with. But it was a selling day after all. So I hope you had a good trade. I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to talk to you next time. Good luck in your trading.